guys. You might have noticed that we have changed our brand. It no longer says the Big Hope letters. It now says one drop at a time. Now we've changed that for a reason. It's not that we don't love the Big Hope letters. The powerful message with the Big Hope letters is that we can find Jesus in our lives daily. He is with us, and identifying him in our day and what he's doing in our life also helps us build a relationship with him. But more appropriately, looking at one drop at a time refers to the 10 virgins and how in the very end 5 didn't have enough oil in their lamps and therefore were shut out of the celebrations. They weren't available to lead the procession. Do I think we are talking about the 5 who didn't have enough oil? No. In fact, I think we're talking to the people who do have oil. If you're like me, there are times when you actually don't have any oil in your lamp. Your lamp is empty. You can't shine that light that you need to lead the procession or to lead back to Jesus Christ. And you need to fill your oil. You need to fill your lamp. That's what we're going to be talking about. We're going to put an emphasis on how can we fill our lamp? How can we have enough oil? If you remember in the story, there were 10 virgins. And if you know a little bit of the history about the wedding feast and all that, the 10 virgin story, there were 10 virgins. The wife was proposed to a year prior. And that's just how it worked. You had a year of preparations. The groom would either add on to his dad's property or he'd build his own home, and he would prepare himself to take this bride and be able to take care of her. So within a year, maybe a little after a year, depending on when the groom was ready, he would send notice, I am coming. And at that point, the brides would get ready. The bride's responsibility was to have their lamps to shine the procession, to light up the way for the procession then to move back to the groom's house. And then, of course, the story shows that 5 didn't have enough oil and they had to run and get oil. They had to buy oil. The 5 virgins who had enough oil couldn't share their oil, because then they might not have enough. But what they could share was their light. So they're lighting the way. These 5 virgins are lighting the way. They're in the procession with people behind them, lighting the way for people to come to the groom's place, to come to the celebration. At the very end, the 5 that didn't have enough oil showed up at the celebration, and the Lord or the groom said, I don't know you. Or maybe, as Joseph Smith would then translate later, you don't know me. So what we want to focus on is we want to focus again on our relationship with the Savior. We want to know him. He is the oil in the lamp, our relationship with him. And as we develop this relationship with him, we have the ability to light the way for others to come to get to know the Savior. That's the beauty of the 5 virgins and lighting their light. So what we'd like to do, and what Kristen and I will do next week, we'll start, is we are going to do a series on different things we can do to drop one drop of oil into that lamp. Now, I have to be honest. You're not going to fill that lamp in a day, and probably not in 2 days. Thus, the 5 virgins weren't able to rush out and buy enough oil to make it to the celebration. This is a line upon line experience. We're building a relationship with the Savior. And as we develop this relationship with him, our lamp starts to become full. So this will be a journey. We'll do several weeks in this little group or cluster of little podcasts or video casts that we do of things that will help you fill your oil as we investigate things that will help us fill our lamp. So until next time, you guys, I'm looking forward to it.